Okay guys, this is the basic plan for our rectangular raised bed. It'll be 2.5 by 4 feet in dimension. If you use square pallets, the slats are generally 5 to 6 inches high, which means you'll get a 15 to an 18 inch deep raised bed. If you're using square pallets, make sure you have at least 16 unbroken slats to make this design. If you're using rectangular pallets, the slats are generally 3 to 4 inches high, which means you'll get a 9 to a 12 inch deep raised bed. If you're using rectangular pallets, make sure you have at least 12 unbroken slats to do this design. Once you get to the point where you're ready to start making cuts and putting things together, you'll realize that you also need 4 corner braces. So when you're looking at your pallets, make sure that those inner pieces that support the pallet, you have 4 good 2x4s when you do that. And then these will be your cuts for the design. This is where my hammer sounds like a woodpecker on caffeine. Once you've done stage 1 and found your pallets, you will need to then start deconstructing them, which means you'll need a hammer and a crowbar and a place to put lots of rusty nails. Next, you'll need to make those cuts so your boards are all the right length to put together. Here's another look at those cuts. For your short sides, you'll need to cut 6 boards at 2 foot 6 inches. For your long sides, 6 boards at 4 feet. And then you'll need to cut 4 of the 2x4s a 1/2 inch shorter than the height of your bed. Alright, a little celebration with my handy dandy handsome helper. Now it's time to put your sides together. I started with my 2 long sides, and then we put the short sides on a level surface so that everything was flush on the top of the box. The bottom of the box will be kind of covered by the grass, so you don't have to worry about that being too level. Yeah! We had 1 screw left. I'm glad to have my hubby for help. This is what your final box will look like. It's ready to go wherever you're going to plant. Hello! So I already dug up the sod and kind of leveled the ground out and set my box in the ground. What I'm going to do now is just put cardboard down, and then I'm going to shake all the dirt out of that sod and start some composting in the bottom of my box so that I already have some soil built up before I'm ready to plant in another month. Alright, we're ready to plant some seeds. All you need for this is seeds, soil, and water. You want to make sure your soil is nice and damp. Most seeds you're going to plant 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch deep. I usually do just a little divot with my finger, and then for the larger seeds you're going to put 1 to 2 seeds per divot. For the smaller seeds, 3 to 4, and you can thin them out later. Then you just pinch the soil over top, spray them down nice, and you want to keep them nice and moist until they sprout and after. So this is the starter tray I was telling you about. It's got a place where you can put water underneath and then the cover over top to keep things moist. It's got 72 cells, so it's perfect for this design.